so many different roles, also in film and television. What was it about this particular role that drew you most to this particular character, or was there another character that you had auditioned for?
No, this was it. I mean, I've been very fortunate in my career, very, very lucky, and I think the thing for me before I started this was I was taking a look at the things that I've done, and I felt I was a little exhausted for playing guys constantly in suits and ties, because if you know anything about me, that's the farthest thing from my own personality. And an outdoors kind of guy. I love the gym. I swim. I ride bikes. So very physical, and this was a guy, finally, the first character in a long time that was also really physical. And so that's what kind of drew me to him, and I loved his overly simplistic way of looking at life, which is not the way I look at life, but there was something exciting about the way that he chooses to exist in this plane.
I think it's very unique, the situation, because you've come to LA to make sure that Lucifer gets back to hell, because that's the way things are supposed to be. And now things have been mixed up for you, and it seems like your character is starting to like that a little bit more, especially since you and Maze have found a little...
Well, when you have sex, it changes things. It changes everything.
Yeah.
But I love when Lucifer and Amenadiel work together, kind of tried to put their differences aside to work together at the end of the season. What kind of dynamic will we see in season 2?
I definitely think that they've, for the most part, worked through their issues. I think that they have learned how to respect each other, love each other. But like I keep telling people, there is that big brother, little brother dynamic always at play. And anyone that has, a big brother like I do, you're always going to be like, there's always that tension, but it's always based, in love, So I think that this season that they're really more teamed up and, both very afraid and worried about mom.
Yeah, can you talk about your mother issues? I mean, fictional ones or real?
What is it, a therapy session? No, my mom is fantastic. And even if she wasn't, I would never say it in front of them. My mom is fantastic. Lucifer and Amenadiel's mom, she's a very complex celestial being. I think that Amenadiel has always been closer to his father. I think he's always been the good son, the son that always wants to get his father's approval, his father's respect. I think he's always loved his mother, but he was never close to her. So I think with her escaping hell, and now, there she is right now.
You're behaving yourself.
No.
Okay.
And I think that gives him a chance now to see what that dynamic will be.
So other than family issues, which is the main focus, I know, of the show, is there anything that you'd like Amenadiel to do now that he's kind of being used to being on Earth? Is there some adventure that you think he should go on?
I love where they're taking the character, I mean, I think there's so much room to play when you have this creature that's always been so stoic, so serious. Now he's finally starting to loosen up. And now you throw him on Earth in Los Angeles? Are you kidding me? I mean, sex, drinking, just the world is open to him. And I would love to see him kind of surf through that and experience things. Maybe, maybe, why not? Just see him kind of explore everything. Like a 5-year-old. It's exciting.
Lucifer described to him that he thinks that you have now marching orders from God. We have to go find mom. How much do you think that your character will be following orders versus developing more of that independent thinking that he started to explore?
I think that's what we're going to be seeing a lot more. I think Amenadiel has felt like, for much of his existence that he has always followed order, always tried to do what Dad wanted him to do. And I think he's starting to realize that that hasn't really gotten him as far as he thought it would get him, you know? So I think there's something going on with him where he's starting to feel like, you know, here Lucifer is. He breaks all the rules. He never does what Dad says. And for some reason, he's still Dad's favorite. So I think it's starting to dawn on Amenadiel that this is not fair, you know, and that maybe I need to kind of step outside and explore things myself, even if our Father doesn't approve.
All right.
Thank you.